should have goals in our life. When I say goals, those are the areas, those are the end points, or those are the achievements what you want to achieve. But whenever we decide about our goals, there are certain things which we have to keep in mind. Say for example, most of us have goals which we can't achieve only. There is no point in fixing those goals. So let us try to be very practical when it comes to fixing our goals are concerned. Say for example, suddenly if I make a goal that I want to be the richest person on earth. See, it could be possible or not, I don't know, but at the same time I should know that is it possible by me with whatever features or whatever opportunities or whatever strengths, weakness I have, is it possible or not. I have to judge myself before I draw goals for myself. There are certain goals which you yourself are not confident. I am just trying to tell you about that. See, when you are not confident, when you are not prepared, there is no point fixing those goals as your measure of success. Say for example, if there is a student who is able to get 60%, suddenly if he says that my goal is to get 100% in the next exam, it is not possible, or it is very difficult, because from 60% to 100% it will not happen in a small span of time. It takes years, or it takes its own course of time. Rather than that, he should fix a goal that from 60% next I will take 70%, from 70% I will go to 80%, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. So what I am trying to tell you here is, first you should be realistic in your goals. Realistic. Most of us are unrealistic when it comes to our own goals are concerned, which we need to be take care about. Then after fixing your goal, how to reach it? First assess yourself, understand yourself, know your limitations, then you try to achieve. In fact, Swami Vivekananda has said, first you should draw your limitations, or first you should understand your limitation, then you try to achieve beyond that. That means you should know what exactly or where exactly you are standing, what are the things which you can do it further, or how you can make yourself further accessible to your goals. So that is very important, being realistic and understanding. From there you start beginning that yes, this is what I want to do it. Maybe, in fact, I always tell that whenever you draw your long term goals, you should also have a short term goals. Your short term goals should help to achieve your long term goals. So you have to be very clear with your goals that yes, this is what I want to do it in maybe next 1 year, 2 years, and of course you should also keep it in your mind that after 10 years probably I am going to achieve this. Now when we are talking about realistic, second one is the consistency. Most of us lack this. Why? It's like we begin with lot of energy, we begin with lot of enthusiasm. After some time, after few years, we completely forget it. In fact, I compare our energy, our enthusiasm most of the time with a soda bottle. Whenever you open a soda bottle, it will fizzle out. After some time you find the actual content is only half of the bottle or less than that. So initially we also show our enthusiasm like that, but after some time we settle down that okay, this much only is enough. So that should not be the case. So we have to be very consistent. So when I say this, it should be a regular process, which should be a continuous process. Most of the times we also say that first you take down or you write it down what are your goals, so that you can consistently have a hold on that and you can make yourself reconfirm that yes, this is what I want to achieve. Now after this, when we talk about goals, there is another area which we need to understand is, it is very comfortable to say that yes, I want to achieve this, I want to do that, I want to probably make it, but at the same time whether we are able to achieve it or not. What I am trying to tell you here is the realistic goals. That is also important. When I say realistic, when I say consistent, combining these two, most important thing is which are achievable, which are practically acceptable in the sense, it is again, it's like coming out of dream world. Most of us says that yes, I want to be like that, I want to be like this, I want to be something or the other, or in a better format. But question is it possible? That question to be asked ourselves and try to give answer. Now with that realistic, consistent, third one is the achievable factors. Suddenly we cannot come out of blue moon and say that yes, I want to be like this, I want to be like that, without any preparation or without any practical approach, or sometimes we don't know about that particular flaws or how to achieve, or rather it's like without knowing the way you want to reach to the destination. That will not happen. You have to have some kind of a preparation, some kind of a backup plan, some kind of a pre-advanced calculation that this is what I can do it. And at the same time, as I was telling you, losing sight or losing interest or losing probably the enthusiasm is also another important factor. Being consistent is also another area which you need to take care. And adding on to this, most important factor is it should be in timely, or rather I can say this, your goal should be achieved within a framework, time framework. It cannot be like of course these are all my goals, but I achieve in 100 years or I want to achieve in 50 years. No, it should be within the time bracket which you want to draw. It could be like 5 years, 10 years, whatever that individual have to decide, but you should never lose a focus from your goals. You have to be very careful, very consistent and very much realistic. At the same time you have to be very timely, that this is I want to achieve, like 6 months, 1 year, whatever, depending upon the situation, that you can do it without any problem. Then coming down further, let us try to understand, whenever we talk about goals, it is also important that you cannot decide that yes, my result will be like this or my end product will be like this in terms of success, or my probably the outcome of entire efforts will be like that. It's like we call it as a procrastination. It is predetermining the success much in advance. That should not happen. Wait for actual thing to happen. It's like before result only you can declare that this is my percentage. It will not happen. You can of course predict, but that cannot be realistic. You have to wait for actual result, then only you will come to know. Similarly, whenever you draw your goals, whenever you want to achieve the goals, whenever you are trying your goals to be achieved, you have to wait for entire procedure or a journey, then you take the success. Don't determine well in advance, that may backfire also. So that is something which you need to take care. But whenever you determine your goals, that is again to fulfill your aims in life, there is a important thing which you need to be taken care, or rather I call it as a smart. You have to be very smart when it comes to handling your goals. Now let us try to understand what is that smart behavior or what is that smart move which you have to take to determine your goals to be achieved.